Gavin Grimes was one of our outstanding students on our wrestling team. He was a team leader. He was a happy-go-lucky guy. He made everybody laugh. He was just someone you wanted to be around, especially on our team. Our team really liked him. He kept it heartfelt and fun to be around on our Penn wrestling team. He was outgoing, funny, and just great sense of humor, and you just wanted to be around Gavin Grimes. He was a helping hand. Anytime I needed somebody, he was always the first one to come to my help and our wrestling team. That's the kind of person he was. He would give his own shirt off his back for another student or for somebody. I mean, he wasn't shy. I mean, he was outgoing. If you knew him, you could tell Gavin Grimes was in the room because he was just that kind of person. He's left a great memory on our wrestling team and myself. He's going to be well missed, and he will remember him forever because of his helping hand and that he's always been there for others. So, and that was our Gavin Grimes.
AJ was actually a really fun and engaged student in my class. She constantly was coming up with jokes, funny things. We had different conversations about, food that she could make for dinner that night. Overall, she was a good student. She wanted to be engaged, but she also wanted to be able to have fun too. So, in my class, she really had an outgoing personality, and it could be because she had some more friends in my class compared to maybe some of her other classes. But she constantly was talking and engaged. She was always showing funny videos of her dog. I mean, we had so much fun with her in class.
Jack was one of my best interns. He was a hard-working student. He was always there for help when I needed it. When I taught my CNS course for the first time, he took it the year before, so I'd ask him for input on it a lot of times, and he'd kind of help me out and give me ideas for activities that I could use with my CNS course for just fun, out of the ordinary activities. Very happy all the time, outgoing, very well spoken, and he did a great job of customer service too, because he had that type of personality. The only experience I had with that is for the customers that came in that talked with him, but he was very welcoming to them, and he pretty much assisted with whatever they needed and whatnot.
Darien was the most joyful, kind young man that I have ever met in my entire life. He was a friend to you instantly. He was always so friendly. He was just an uplifting, positive person. I remember Darien being so full of life. He had a great sense of humor. He enjoyed conversations with you. He shared those things that were important to his life, his music, putting together Legos, being around people. Darien had one of those laughs that was unforgettable. Because of the cystic fibrosis, his voice was a little weaker than a typical student's voice, but it was a very contagious laugh, and it was just such a joyful laugh that everybody wanted to join in and laugh with him. So this is the incredible thing about Darien, is he had every opportunity to be negative or bitter because of his circumstances. And yet the whole 5 years that I knew him, I never saw him sad. I never saw him angry. I never saw him negative. Not one time did I see him give a dirty look at anything or anybody or any circumstance. He was just so positive about everything in his life. He was grateful for each and every day that he had.
My favorite memory of Troy are at the fair, running around and riding with him. Katie and Val, we will always be that happy little blonde boy who forever had a smile on his face. Troy, remember when you bought candy for everyone at Penway? We love you so much and miss you a lot, Star. I always remember Troy's beautiful blue eyes and smile. Every time I go down Apple Road, I'll see his smiling face, either riding a horse or a bike. He'll forever live in our hearts through spirit. I want them to remember him as who he was. That accepted anybody and everybody. It didn't matter where your background came from. You could had the greatest home life to a troubled home life. That didn't matter to him. It didn't matter. Money didn't matter. What you wore, what you had. It was you being you. He fell in love with people with their soul, I would have to say. He looked beyond the material, your clothes or your car or what toys you had when they were little. He seen beyond that. He just loved everybody. He loved little kids and his niece. He would have made a great father, and now he don't get to have that. Or it's just heartbreaking. And watching my little niece walk around talking about her Troy. I mean, he's the one that actually taught her to say bless you after someone sneezes. That's who he was, you know. That's why this is just so hard to understand. I'm not living, I'm surviving.